Hello, fellow prime timers. Welcome to today's training. I'm so excited to have you joining us this morning. I'm again back in my back office, so I apologize for the chaos back here, right? This is a working man's office, so this whiteboard is used daily, right? I'm always returning to this whiteboard, but today's lesson is for you. It's a lesson in how can you get started quickly. That's what we're going to talk about today. Here we go. There are 5 things. Super simple, guys. 5 things to do, 5 things to get, and you are off to the races. Here we go. Grab a pen because you're going to want to take these notes. Number 1, 5 things to do in order to get successful and get successfully launched in this business. The very first thing you want to do is to create your 90-day story. Guys, let me tell you something in this industry. Here's a secret about this industry. In this industry, today, when you get started, you want to get started with a bang. You want to boom, explode out of here and just go crazy building your business. Why? Because I want you to envision yourself 2 years down the road, 3 years down the road, 5 years down the road when you're on stage and those bright lights are shining on you and you're motivating the crowd and you're firing them up and you have hundreds, maybe thousands of people out in the audience at our event and they're cheering you on and they're saying, yeah, that's my sponsor, that's my teammate, and you're just getting all the applause because you're up there giving all these great nuggets. You're training them, you're teaching them, you're telling them your story, and you're going to come down off that stage. You're going to be loved on by your people. They're going to be wanting to take selfies with you, and every single new person is going to ask you one question. How did you get started? What did you do in your first 90 days? How did you get up on that stage? I got up on that stage because in my first 90 days, here's what I did. Guys, this is so important, right? One of the reasons I got off to a big start and a fast start, rapidly just jumping out and recruiting and building and recruiting and building and recruiting and building, ignorance on fire. I had never tasted the oil. I never saw the oil. I had my first 5 people in the business before I even saw a bottle of our oil. Why? Because I know the importance of getting started quickly. Your first 90 days is vitally important to the successful story that you will tell year and year and year and year, all the way for the rest of your career. So guys, coming out the gate strong, going to work, putting your head down, making it happen, making your first 90 days a powerful 90 days. That's the story you're going to come back to over and over and over again. That's one of the secrets of this industry. So the first thing you want to do is you want to create your 90-day story. How do you do that? You start by first and foremost creating your list. The very first thing you want to do is you want to start to put down on a piece of paper. Now, I use a notebook. I put into my notebook, for example, just reach over here to my desk real quick. I go to my notebook, and what I use is what's called a spiral notebook. On the front of my spiral notebook, I have my own mantra that I'm building my own financial empire using the only vehicle that enables me to do so, Prime My Body. And then I go on from here. This is my little personal mantra. But inside this book, right? Inside this book, I've got in this case, I'm doing a 90-day blitz. So I've got a bunch of names of prospects. And what I do is I put the name, telephone number, address, a little bit about that information, 5 lines, next name, 5 lines, next name, 5 lines, next name. And that way I can take notes. And you know what? Hey, I do it on this side because I can take extra notes on this side. So I leave that page blank and I just keep filling in. Spiral notebook, create your list. Get your list on paper. Why on paper? Because our brains think better when we think on paper. So write them down. I carry that with me everywhere I go because I'll be driving along. I'll see somebody, oh, Lori Ellis, I forgot about Lori. Lori's a realtor. Let me write her name down. Boom. So I write her name down and I add her to my list. I may not get to everybody on my list, but at least I have them there, and it helps spark my memory, and it gets my memory jog, gets me going. So number 2 is create that list. Number 3 is book your, whoopsie daisy, I want to do this in blue. Book your launch call and 3-way calls. When I say book your launch call, I mean you need to book it. You need to get it on your calendar immediately. One of the things you got to remember is this is a business. So do your business the way you would operate any business, right? You have a calendar, you have a day timer, whatever vehicle you use to take notes to track your appointments, put it in your day timer and get it going. You're saying, what's a launch call, Sean? I don't understand a launch call yet. Good chance you were on a launch call to get here into this business. What's a launch call? A launch call is where you get on with, you contact multiple numbers of your friends and you get them all on onto one call and you get to tell the story one time, multiple people get to hear it. If you don't have very many people there and you just want to do three-way calls instead, then you're making your list. You say, I want to reach out to my people, but I don't know what to say just yet. I'm brand new. That's when you three-way someone like me, your sponsor, or someone else, and you say, hey, will you make these telephone calls with me so I can reach out to my list and invite those people into my business? Get your launch call scheduled. Get your three-way call scheduled. If it ain't in your calendar, it ain't getting done. So you really got to start immediately building your business from the very beginning. Next step for the things that you've got to do, you have got to go for gold. Hey, gold is the very first career level income opportunity in our business. Silver's where you want to start for a lot of you guys, and I'm going to show you the silver plan here on the next video. So when you go down into our videos, you'll see some more of those trainings. But and especially the silver, you should be hitting silver in your first month just automatically, right? But then going for gold is the next level. And that's the first level, if you will, for career income. It's not a whole lot of money, about $5,000 a month or so. Not a whole lot of money, but it is a good start, right? For a lot of people, that's a really, really good start. And so we want to get you into going for gold. As you're going to see across here, if I don't have it in a banner here, you're going to see it into our training documents. Get onto drerinpollinger.com/freedom. She's got the going for gold training in her back office. That's a powerful resource for you. It's the same resource we've all gone through with some incredible training, incredible tips, incredible tools. Going for gold has to be a part of your mantra. And the last, number 5, is you want to share your current promotional. Okay, now most of you came in, if you came in recently, you came in with the International Founders Pack. That's a promotional, and with the International Founders Pack, you get the 4x4x4 program. So that's a Founders Pack that gets you in, gets you started properly. You get 10 bottles of oil, 12 bottles of oil for the price of 10. So you're gonna immediately make your money back when you sell all those, plus you'll have 2 bottles of oil for you and your family. So it's an exciting promo, right? But even better is the 4x4x4 attachment to it, which means you get paid as if you have 4 people wide and 4 people deep. So you're getting paid up front the maximum bonuses that you can get as an affiliate. So it's an exciting promo, right? You want to share your promo with other people. So you got to make sure that when you sponsor someone, they come in the way you come in. This is a business of duplication. What you do duplicates. Start your affiliates the way you got started, right? Leadership is defined as people who know the way, go the way, and show the way, right? That's what a leader is. So you and I want to first know the way. How do we get started? Number 2, go the way, get started properly, get your International Founders Pack or whatever the promo is that's recently taking place in the company right now. And then boom, show your people how to do that. You're in it to make money and you're in it to get successful. You've got to give them the best chance of being successful as well. So guys, 5 things to do in order to get started is to create your 90-day story. Get into action immediately. Get moving. Let's go. Number 2, create that list. Keep adding to that list daily. Add 5 names a day to your list. 5 names a day to your list. Add it. Just do it for your first 90 days. You'll be surprised. Your spiral notebook will fill up quickly. Do your launch call. Get that launch call scheduled. If you're going to do one on Tuesday, do another one next Thursday, and then do a following one on Saturday. 1, 2, 3, back to back, and boom, your business is going to be off to the races. You're going to be all excited. Get some 3-ways going on with the sponsor who brought you into the business. Go for gold. Get it fixed in your mind that that's the first level that I want to attain, and I'm going to attain it no matter what, and then share the current promo. That's the 5 things to do. Super simple. Now we'll talk real quickly about the 5 things to get. Number 1 is get familiar, get acquainted with, familiar with our app, our phone app, and our website. Hey, Artemis has a great video just underneath here on how to get started. I think the first video is entitled How to Get Started or Understanding Your App, Understanding the web page that we have. I do 90% plus of my business through my cell phone. And I use it because we have such a powerful app where I can track leads, I can send info. Everything you want in your business is found on the website, either on the front end of the website or the back end of the website. Get familiar with your app, get familiar with the web, because that is the tool that you're going to use to help build your business. Number 2 you want to get qualified, right? Get qualified, get maximized. Make the most money you possibly can from the very beginning, and then let's go conquer. Now you're asking, what does qualified mean? Qualified means get your first 2 people in. Maximized means get 4 people into the business, and let's go conquer the world. And guys, we're using the Jesus model here. We're going to use the Jesus model in that he and 12 disciples changed the world. changed the directory, the trajectory of history. He didn't do it with an army. He did it with 12. Guys, we can do the same thing with 12. 12 good leaders now. I'm not talking about duds. I'm talking about studs. You got to get some studs up in your business, male and female. We got to have some warriors, people who really want to make a difference, who want to share this across the planet, right? Who really want to touch people's lives and bless them with this oil and bless them with this opportunity. You can conquer the world with 12 good leaders. I'm just telling you that. Now, it's going to take a lot of people. You're going to have to sift. You got to sift to find those 12 leaders. But once you get those 12 leaders on board, boom, your business is going to take off. Super excited. So get qualified, get maximized, and then let's go conquer the world. To get qualified and get maximized, again, Artemis has got another great video down below that you can tap into. He's going to show you exactly how do I do that. Recruit one, have one, right? And here we go. We're off to the races. Number 3 thing to get is to get clarity. Clarity. Get clarity on your why. Why are you in this business? What is it that you're looking to achieve? And guys, I encourage you to go deep in your heart here. Get out of your head, go deep in your heart. What is motivating you into this business? At 51 years old, I knew what was motivating me. Number one, I knew that I had a lot more leadership to give within me. And this was a vehicle that I love, so it's easy for me to give it in this vehicle. Number one. Number two, I had this burning desire to have accomplishment. I mean, I've written a book, right? I'm an author of a book. I've helped many elected officials get elected at all levels, right? I've been a presidential candidate advisor all the way down to dog catch. I've helped people get elected all up and down the charts. So I've had some accomplishment in my life, but I wanted something more. And what I really want to do is rise to the top of the leadership in this company. Why? Because the only way you get to the top in this company is by helping other people. I've always said I got the gift of helps. And if I can help you make a lot of money, I'm going to make a lot of money. Just Zig Ziglar said it. He said it best. If you want to make a lot of money, help a lot of people get what they want, you'll surely get what you want, right? Zig Ziglar quote. I love that. So you got to get clarity on your why. The other reason you need clarity on your why is because there's going to be some tough times. There's going to be some times when you don't feel like working today, or you don't feel like getting out of bed today. That happens to all of us, right? Sometimes I don't feel like going to bed. Right? I got to get to bed, I get some rest so I can come back and do this. Hey, clarity with your why helps you get through those challenging days, and we all have them. So clarity on your why, that's the other thing I need you to get. Here we go. We're going to get you to the next event. Get to the next event. Why? Because guys, at these events is where all the magic takes place. At the events is where you get the love. At the events is where you get to meet the leaders who are out there doing it. At the events, you get to get the belief that you just absorb the belief of those around you. At the events, you get to learn the knowledge of exactly how does this compensation plan work. At the events, you get to rub shoulders with the leaders. And at the event, you get to huddle your teammate together and connect with them and bond with them and break bread with them and just spend time with them. Guys, get to the events. You get to fill that cup up. And you fill your cup up with inspiration. You fill your cup up with knowledge. And guess what happens? Then you go back into the world and you give the inspiration and you give the knowledge and you give the inspiration. And pretty soon that tank gets empty. You gotta have some place to come back to fill it up again. Now, hopefully PrimeTime is the place where you can get some of that, right? But the events are where it really happens. Right now we have an event usually once in the summer, once in the winter, right? But pretty soon, we're gonna have them every quarter. That way we can all get around and travel around and spend time. But right now, get yourself focused. Make sure you get to the next event no matter what. Get there. And here's the last thing before I go, guys. You got to get excited. You got to get excited and get engaged. Guys, you got to get excited. Sorry for my sloppy writing, but you hear the words. Get excited and get engaged. You're engaged here at PrimeTime, and you're engaged with our family here and our community here, and you're plugging in, and I'm so proud of you, and I have such joy and enthusiasm for you and what you're going to accomplish, and I can't wait to do it with you, right? And we're going to do this thing together, and I'm excited, right? You can obviously tell I'm excited about this. At 52 now, I've never been so well positioned in my life, right? To be able to do the things that I want to do, to build a financial fortress around my young generations who aren't even born yet, My kids' kids, right? Once they come along, and I'm not asking them to speed that up, but when they do, there'll be a financial fortress around them that keeps them safe for their generations, right? But I'm also engaged. I'm plugged in. I'm being part of this community on the daily basis. I'm plugging in with like-minded entrepreneurs who share a passion and a heart for service and who also want to go out and conquer the world. That's what I'm looking for, right? So I'm excited and I'm engaged on the day-to-day basis, and I hope you are too. Guys, this is such a simple business. You got to work hard. I'm not saying don't work hard. We're going to all work hard. But it's a simple business. There are just 5 simple things to do. 5 simple things to get. And you're going to be skyrocketing. You're going to be joining the ranks of the leadership soon here in Prime My Body. And I can't wait to celebrate with you as you do that. So anyways, I want to thank you again for joining me on this quick video. Short and sweet, but I wanted to get that information to you ASAP. I wanted to make sure that you got everything you need to do and you got everything you need to get, and you can just get moving, right? That's exactly what's happening here. Stay plugged in. Stay connected. As I mentioned, stay engaged, because on this page down below, there's going to be training after training after training. You're going to be plugged in. More than enough training, more than enough education, more than enough inspiration. All you got to do is apply the action and you'll get to the mountaintop with us. So I'm super excited to have you on the team. Thanks for taking a few minutes out of your busy day, and I look forward to connecting with you shortly. Bye-bye for now, guys.